Welcome to A Year of Ringing, Ogre's 2024 virtual concert. My name is Lisa Kyriakides and I'm the president of Ogre. And with me tonight is my lovely daughter Elizabeth Kyriakides, who since September has become a ringer and a member of Ogre. Tonight you will hear 16 groups and soloists from across the province. Elizabeth and I are going to tell you a little bit about each group as well as an introduction to each piece. So we're going to start off with the Silver Bells and Epworth United Church from Windsor. Silver Bells, located in Windsor, was founded in 1985, making it one of the oldest community handbell choirs in Ontario and the same age as Ogre. Epworth United Church Choir was also founded about the same time. Both choirs came together in April 2023 to perform United under the direction of Dale Burkholder.
United, written by Jason Krug, is an exciting piece designed as two standalone handbell choir pieces. The two handbell pieces can be combined into yet another piece, which makes it perfect for mastering.
The Bells of Praise at Burlington Baptist have been playing together for many years, but this small ensemble came together this past March when many were away for March break, even the director.
Hosanna, an arrangement by Patricia Coda, is a well-known chorus and is very suitable for Palm Sunday. There are several techniques incorporated into this piece, and while arranged for 12 bells, it does allow for contrast between the upper and lower bells.
Christ First United has had handbells as part of their ministry for almost 30 years. Over the past many years, several of their ringers have been involved in both the Ogre Board and the festival planning committees. Through COVID, under the direction of Joan Cobbold, a number of ringers recorded duets and solos with piano accompaniments, which were used in weekly virtual services. Their joy of ringing in small ensembles has continued.
Away in a Manger, arranged by Jason Krug, includes both the Mueller melody and the Luther Cradle song version. This is a beautiful, peaceful arrangement of this beloved Christmas carol.
Sharon McDonald is one of Stamford Lane United Rainbow Ringers from Niagara Falls. She was first introduced to Beltree playing at the 2023 It's About Time Festival in Kingston. She was one of the trees in the Bell Forest that performed at the festival.
Creation Will Be at Peace by Anna Laura Page is a beautiful piece dedicated to Peggy Say, sister of former hostage Terry Anderson. Just sit back and let the calm, quiet pulse of this lovely arrangement surround you in peace.
We are thrilled to include a new handbell choir from South Shore Christian School in Leamington, Ontario, in the concert tonight. The members of the group are aged 9 to 12 and only began ringing this past November. They are excited to present this performance.
Most people are familiar with the fourth movement of Ludwig van Beethoven's Ninth Symphony and the excitement and joy it provides. It has been used in many settings as festival pieces, at commemorations, and choir gatherings. Here, the ringers present James L. Fisher's arrangement of Ode to Joy.
Soloist Meg Leonard began playing handbells under the direction of J.C. Coolin at Manor Road United Church in Toronto in 2002. From there, she played with the Metropolitan United Church Handbell Choir for several years before moving out of Toronto. Since then, she has introduced handbells and chimes at 3 different churches in the Kawarthas.
Her handbell solo is a combination of 2 popular hymns, Jesus Loves Me and How Great Thou Art. Meg put the 2 pieces together using sheet music with piano accompaniments for solo voice that happened to be in complementary keys.
In August 2023, 33 ringers from Ontario and Michigan gathered for a day of ringing and socializing. The clinician was composer and director Judy Phillips, who directs 2 handbell choirs of her own.
Processional Jubilee is a great piece to start any gathering and to highlight handbells. It is written with the option for handbell ringers to walk into the space while playing a short, memorized part. Once in place, they move on to the rest of the song.
During COVID, Cambridge Street handbell ringers created quartets and small ensembles, enabling every player or family to have their own table and bells so players could safely ring. One of the positives of COVID is that their Quartet for Advanced Ringers, CSU Handbell Quartet, has continued to play.
Prayer, which was written earlier this year, is a reflective piece starting out quietly. It builds in the middle as if crying out to God, possibly due to a loss or devastating diagnosis. The mood changes again, as so often we realize that many things are out of our control and we simply need to trust. The piece has a bit of an unfinished feel to symbolize our ongoing need for prayer.
The limestone ringers were formed in 1985 under the direction of Jane Mackay when 3 octaves of handbells were donated to Edith Rankin Memorial United Church. Several years later, 2 more octaves of handbells and 3 octaves of chimes were given in memory of 3 other congregational families. When Jane moved away from Kingston, Debbie Lloyd conducted the limestone ringers, and when Debbie passed away, Janet McDonald became the director. They currently have 12 limestone ringers who meet once a week and perform primarily in church once or twice a month.
Joyance by Ron Mallory is from the 2019 London Festival. It is a joyful piece which uses bells, chimes, and mallets. It also includes martellatos and echoes, accidentals, and some rhythmic changes.
We hope you have enjoyed the first half of the concert and 9 amazing performances. Let's have a short 5-minute break. Stretch your legs, get a drink, and come back to hear 7 more amazing performances. The St. Andrews Ringers is the senior bell choir at St. Andrews Presbyterian in Ottawa. The Ringers come from multiple congregations around the Ottawa region. Founded by Stuart Belson and currently directed by Dominique Moreau, the group plays in their home church once a month and will perform often in other churches and with local musical acts.
Today, they are playing Sia Hamba, a traditional Zulu hymn. The title means we are walking in the Zulu language. This arrangement was done by Hal Hobson and features melodic rhythms throughout, as well as two contrasting sections that showcase the lower bells. This one is guaranteed to make you dance.
We welcome back Sharon McDonald from Stamford United Church. This time, Sharon will be performing Who'll Be a Witness, an Africanist spiritual arranged and transcribed by Sandra K. Tucker for solo handbells and piano. This spiritual has a rock feel to it and is played forcefully with a backbeat. It's not a long piece, but it will keep your spirits high long after the last note is played.
Bel Canto's second selection for the concert is an arrangement of O Come All Ye Faithful by Jason Krug for 8 bells. With a rather mysterious 8-bar introduction, the piece then continues on with the melody appearing and reappearing both in the handbell part and the piano accompaniment.
The Bells of St. Andrew's in Scarborough has a Friday morning bell choir that plays at special church services, fundraising concerts with the choir, and occasionally does outreach concerts at seniors' residences and nursing homes.
"'Twas in the moon of wintertime," or "Jesus, your King is born," is a native Christmas carol written in 1642 and arranged by Francis L. Callahan. It is a favorite of bell choirs and audiences alike. The thumb damp and the light mart sections sound like camels walking in the desert. The familiar melody moves from mid-range to upper bells. This performance was recorded at the Christmas Eve service in 2023.
Knox Bells of Praise was established in 1985 under the direction of Eleanor McDougall. Over the years, they have provided entertainment at many local venues, including schools, long-term care facilities, and churches, as well as competing at the Kiwanis Music Festival. They have attended Ogre festivals and continue to explore new and interesting techniques to enhance their performance skills.
Let Us Rejoice, a refreshing original composition by Cynthia Dobrinsky, consists of a happy, energetic tune followed by a soulful middle section before returning to the opening theme. Several interesting techniques include martellatos, swings, shakes, and thumb damps. The choir enjoys the energy and excitement of this composition.
Heather Nicholson first picked up handbells in 1992 and rang her first handbell solo on Christmas Eve 1997. Since then, she has performed and taught across Canada and the United States. She has appeared on television 3 times, has 3 solo handbell arrangements in publication, and has produced a CD of solo and ensemble handbell music. Heather has been a founding member of 4 different handbell choirs and ensembles.
O mio babino caro, O my dear papa, is a soprano aria from the opera Gianni Schicchi by Giacomo Puccini. In this aria, 21-year-old Loretta, daughter of Gianni Schicchi, begs her father to let her marry Rinuccio, her true love, who was forbidden to marry her by his family. She plans to visit Porta Rosa to buy a wedding ring, and if Renuccio won't marry her, Loretta will go down to the Ponte Vecchio and throw herself in the river. This solo handbell version was first performed on May 7, 2024 by Heather Nicholson, accompanied by J.C. Coolin.
Handbells have been an active part of the life of Metropolitan United Church in London, Ontario since the early 1990s. There are a number of handbell groups at Metropolitan. However, the main performing ensemble is the Jubilate Bells. They perform regularly at Metropolitan for services and occasionally in the community.
The selection you will hear is O Worship the King, arranged by Joel Rainey. It was performed on Easter Sunday this year and features the Jubilate Bells, pianist Catherine Gray, organist Greg Redner, and the senior choir of Metropolitan. Please enjoy O Worship the King.
We've come to the end of the concert, and we've hoped that you have really enjoyed yourself. Putting on something like this takes a lot of work by many people, and I'd like to take a moment to thank those people. First of all, let us thank all the performers and the conductors for their amazing and varied musical offerings. It was a joy to hear all of them. I'd like to thank Rob Cairns, who put this whole video together, Kim Leach, who did all the work setting up the applications on the website, my daughter Elizabeth, who emceed the concert with me, my husband Bob, who is behind the camera right now, and all of you for attending this concert. We hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you.